YouTube family, welcome into the declutter of my concealers. This video is just basically going to be very quick because I do know which ones I really like and which ones have not performed very well for me, or that I've just kind of decided that I find something better. And so if you're new to my channel, please subscribe by clicking that red button below. I would love to have you here. And let me just go through these fairly quickly because I don't want it to get to be, I know these declutter videos can be very, very long. So I'm just going to pick up these three right here. These are my Tarte Shape Tape. I have them in light, neutral, medium, and tan sand, and I do have a light medium somewhere, but I can't find it right now. Going to be keeping all of those. I'm sure that you have all heard about Tarte Shape Tape and how wonderful it is. It is lived up to every bit of the hype for me, so I love that. Another one that I absolutely love and I use every single day is Erase Paste from Benefit. This is more of a color corrector, but it also has like brightening effect to it. It is extremely peach, as you can see there, and I've used a ton of it. A little bit of this goes a long way. I absolutely love this. It is in medium, medium 2. I will always be using this. I think it's wonderful. I also really like the Age Rewind from Maybelline, but I have a color that I don't like, and let me see which one it is. Okay, I have it in, this one is in medium, and then this one is in neutralizer. Let me see if I can find a way for you to see the difference in the colors. So you can see this is kind of a medium, but it's a little bit muddy, but this one is, the neutralizer is more on the yellow, and it really does help brighten my eyes. You can probably see it better on the top right there. So I think I'm going to get rid of this medium and keep the neutralizer color on that one, just because it helps. These two right here, actually there's three. This is my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eyes. This one is in the Illumination formula, and this one is in the original. Look at my original, it's all worn out. And then this one has the Bye Bye Under Eye on one side of the concealer, and the other side is the Hello Light Brightener. Okay, first of all, I put this in a disappointing products video. I'm going to tell you right now that I'm not going to be keeping this one because I don't know what the difference is between this one. It's still foot applicator on both sides. I don't know what the difference is in this one, but it doesn't seem to be the same product as is in these tubes that is in the concealer one. I don't know why, but I just have found that it is not as good or as coverage. It doesn't have as much coverage. So I'm going to be decluttering that one. I'm going to be keeping both of these. One is, they're both in medium. I'm a very light skinned gal, but I like the medium because I have very, very dark circles, and it seems to be getting rid of those. This is a Doll 10 product. I actually have two Doll 10 products. This one is their Hydragel Concealer, and then this one is the Conceal It, and this one is in light, this one is in medium. I love this product. This product is very rich and it's very thick, and it covers like a dream. It really does a good job, but this one right here does not for me. And you know, different people, they like different things. So if you like a light concealer, a light feeling concealer, this one is for you. The reason that I go for the more emollient, the more heavy products is because I have such terrible, terrible, terrible under eye darkness. And so this one didn't work for me. It was just, compared to the other one, it was way too light, and I could not get it to cover the way I needed it to. So that one is going, and I will be keeping the one that is more in the pan. Also, I have a couple of, I think both of these are CoverGirl. Yes. Okay. This is the CoverGirl Plus Olay Depuffer, and it has one of those, like the metal, applicator right here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen anything like that before, but really all this metal does is it's a cooling effect on your eyes, so it's kind of a gimmicky thing. I didn't like this formula either. It just didn't do anything to cover up. It was very, very watery as far as I was concerned. It was not a great concealer, and I couldn't build it because it just looked cakey as I built it. Same thing with the Superstay Better Skin on this one. Just didn't like it at all. This one is in light and N700, and these are just, they're too watery, and I find that I just don't get enough coverage out of them, and I have tried them a lot. You can see they are well loved. I have 1, two, is that all I have? Two of the NYX products. This is the HD Concealer. I got this very, very deep one because I thought it would be great for a contour at one time, and I didn't find that I liked it very well. The NYX in the, let's see, this one is 01, that's 07, that's quite a ways apart. This one is just way too light for me. Now the formula on this one isn't bad at all. It's a little bit more thin, but at the same time I find that it covers quite well, especially if I use the erase paste underneath it. So I do like that one. It feels very lightweight, but it's too light for me. I mean, like way too light. This would be like the fairest of the fair skin. So I'm going to need to pick up one in between. So these two are going to be decluttered just because they're the wrong color. This one right here is also from Covergirl. This is the Clean Invisible Concealer. And this one was extremely thin. I did not like this one at all. It just felt like there was no coverage. This one was light pale. So this one was a little bit too light for me too, but at the same time it just didn't work for concealing those dark circles that I have. So that one is a no. This is a Concealing Illuminizer in Fair Light, Banish and Brighten from Laura Geller. I actually think she discontinued this one, and it's probably a good thing she did because this stuff is ridiculous. It has one of those, again, one of those applicators that looks like it's supposed to be a depuffer, but all it does is really cool the skin as it touches the skin, so it really doesn't do much of anything. I don't like this one at all because there is absolutely no coverage there, and it has way too much illumination in it, so I just felt like there was glowy underneath my eyes instead of covering up the dark circles. Didn't like that one at all. Bareminerals, I can't figure out, I had two of these. I bought this one, it's Bareskin, their Bareskin product. I bought two of these. I had the other one that was my perfect shade. It's probably around here somewhere. But I bought this one because I thought it would be a good like orangey shade that I could do more concealing with, and it just turned out to be too dark. I love that they have tons of colors in these though. That one was tan, and so it didn't work for me at all. I do love that they have tons of colors. This one is the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Youth Infusing Brightening Serum and Concealer. Okay, so on this side you have like a concealer that is like the old, CoverGirl used to have one of these when I was a kid. And we, yeah, that's all we had for concealer was one or two different concealers, and they always came in the tube formula like that. But I do like this concealer. It's really great. And then I do also like this brightening product too. But I find that if I get that brightening product on the concealer too much and I try to blend it too very much, that it has a tendency to lift that concealer away. So I'm really careful about when I put both of those on. I actually put them on at the same time and mix them together, and it does have quite a pretty effect on my eyes. So like that one very much. I recently got these two, so I can tell you right now that I'm just going to be you know, keeping these to try. This is the Amazing Concealer Illuminate. I got one in a really light color, and then I got one in more of a, you know, like a tan color, almost orange, not orangey, but peachy color. And this is their Illuminate formula, and when I'm looking in there, I almost see a little bit of reflect in there. I'm kind of interested in knowing what this is going to turn out like. Yeah, so I'm going to keep trying that one. This one right here is the Maybelline Fit Me product. I think I might have two of these. Yes, I have two of these. This one, there was one in 10, and then this one is in 15. 10 is the light and 15 is the fair. I liked these when I was using my erase paste a lot, but they are a very thin formula as well, and just really kind of, I guess I outgrew it after I found the Age Rewind, and I really love the Age Rewind. So if you don't have very, you know, very strong dark circles, this one might be a really good one for you. There's lots of people that compare this one to the Naked Skin. I think it's by Urban Decay, so you might really like those, but I'm going to declutter those as well. So, okay, this is from Wet n Wild. This is their new one that came out the same time that the Photofocus foundation came out, and I do like this one. This one reminds me very much of the Maybelline Age Rewind. It is a little bit thinner, but the coverage on it is fantastic, and I got it, I believe, in a medium color. Light medium beige is what this one is, and I really do like that because that yellow or that orange really does have a tendency to correct my dark circles, and then if I need to lighten up, I can lighten it up with a different product. So gonna keep that one, like that one very much. I have two of the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealers, high definition, and this one is in the color Highlight, which is actually a white, and then this one is in the color, I don't know what this one is in the color, Peach Correctors. So these are both corrector ones, they're not the concealers. So the peach one was not, it didn't give me enough coverage. I didn't like it hardly at all. It just didn't work out for me. I found that it was just way too thin of a product to be able to give me any sort of a coverage of what I needed on my under eyes. And then also the highlighter product, I actually do love this one because I mix this with so many different concealers to give it a little bit of a look, you know, like a lighting effect in there. It doesn't really come across the camera very well, but it does really give a light effect on there. So I'm going to keep that one. And then I have a Dermablend formula, and this one is super, super thick. And it's actually started to kind of get dried out, and yeah, I'm not crazy about this formula. It was really hard to put on because of how thick it was and how dry it was. So I think I'm going to be decluttering that one. I gave it a good shot. This one is the Blemish Remedy Concealer from Bareminerals. This one is in a stick formula. This is not in a great color for me either. This is tan. I actually had this one given to me by somebody. I think this one might work for me if it was in a different color, but that tan color is just way too deep for me, even for the peach corrector that I look for in so many. That one just won't work for me, so it's the color, and that's why I'm decluttering that one. I think I might give that one a try in a different color and it might be fine. This is a Clinique Line Smoothing Concealer, and I was excited to get this one because it said it had different, you know, color correctors inside of it. But again, this one is so, I just don't like the formula on this one. It's so thin that it ends up being just, you know, wiping away as you're trying to blend it into your skin instead of doing its job. So I'm going to be getting rid of that one as well. Wow, you guys, I'm going crazy here. Okay, this one is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one is in Light 3 Honey. Okay, anybody that's ever had the NARS usually likes it. I do like it too. I use this one more as a color corrector. I do have another one, which I don't see here, in a lighter color, but I use this one under the other one first, and it's kind of a very peachy color, and it works just great for me for a color corrector. So I'm going to be keeping that one too, and lasts really long time. A really good one on that one. Okay, this one is the Milani Retouch and Erase, a light lifting concealer. So again, this one is the puff on the end, kind of like the Age Rewind, and you squeeze it out and you get your product. This one was a little bit too thin for me again, and I found that by the end of the day it was gone. So I didn't really enjoy using that one either. It's like almost a full tube, but yeah, that one's going to have to go too. Lancome, I did like this. This is called the Long Lasting Under Eye Concealer, and this one is in the color Medium Bisque. This one was okay. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't terrible. It was right in the middle, but I found that it separated on me during the day, and it gave pretty good coverage, but it didn't, you know, it says that it's supposed to be long wearing and last all day, and it doesn't. So I'm probably going to, oh, and it says it's waterproof, and I don't think it's that either. So I'm probably going to be decluttering that one as well. And then these two products I recently got, I haven't had enough chance to try them out as much as I would like. This is the Mally System for Dark Circle, and there's a corrector, and then there is the concealer in there. So I'm going to be keeping those and trying those out. And then the last one is the e.l.f. Maximum Coverage Concealer Oil Free. This one is really, really, really thick, and I found that even though it was thicker, and I do have to have a little bit thicker product to take care of my under eyes, it was almost too thick, and it wouldn't like set down with a powder or anything, so it just wasn't quite for me. It was just too much coverage. It was almost like a really full coverage foundation, and yeah, it needed a heavy amount of powder, and when I put too much powder underneath my eyes, it really just does not look pretty at all. So yeah, that is it for my concealers and the declutter on my concealers. These are the ones I'm getting rid of, and then these are the ones I'm keeping, so I'd say about half on those. I did pretty good on those. I actually let my family go through the ones that I've decluttered, let them take what they would like, and then I donate the extra extra ones to a woman's shelter and see if I can't help someone out that way, because I know there are so many women that are in need. If you like these declutter series that I am doing lately, please give me a thumbs up and let me know that you do. Do you have any of these though that you love or that you don't love, that have worked or have not worked? Do you have something that I have not tried in here? So yeah, that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you're having an amazing, wonderful day. I will see you in my very next video. Love you guys. Bye.